Hi Purdue, and welcome to our math time. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look and have to use some of our imagination, and we're going to do number stories. So number stories is when I'm going to tell you a story about something that's happening, and we're going to do some math with that story. We're going to see how math can be a part of that story. So here we go. So today we got to imagine that my cubes here are bears, that they are bears. And so what we have, I have how many bears here? I have 1, 2, 3. I got 3 bears. Now, 2 bears are here in a field. So I have 2 bears are in a field, and 1 bear is in the water. How many bears are there again? 3 bears. How many bears are in the field? 2. And how many bears are in the water? 1. So that is my number story. So my story was there were 3 bears. 2 bears went to a field and 1 bear went to the water. So now we're going to look at this a little bit more. And so if I'm looking at it, I can say 2 bears and 1 bear make 3 bears together. So if I look, so I'm going to pull out a whiteboard. And if you have paper, I want you to do this with me. So if you need to pause my video right now to go get some paper or to get your whiteboard, you can do that. So now that you have something to write with, so you can grab crayons. I'm going to be using 2 different colors. So I'm going to tell you another number story. And you can draw it on your board or you can draw it on your paper. So there are 3 flowers. There are 2 purple flowers. So you can draw this along with me. You can make your flowers look however you want. These are how my flowers look. And there's 1 red flower. There we go. So now I want you to find how many flowers I have. And I want you to write it on your board. Write the number of how many flowers there are. So you're going to write that number down. It's the number 3. And it looks just like that. So it's the number 3. I have 3 flowers. So if I'm looking at this again, how many purple flowers do I have? So I'm going to erase my 3 and I'm going to put this number card down for it. So that way it's a different color. So I have 3 flowers together. How many purple flowers do I have? I have 2 purple flowers. And how many red flowers? 1 red flower. So we can show 3 flowers with our numbers like this. So I'm going to move this over so I can have some space. So I can show it like this. 2 plus 1. So this plus means that I'm adding more. So did I add more flowers with the red one or did I take away? I added more flowers. I put more there. So 2 for the purple plus, because I gave 1 more flower, I put 1 more. And then 1 for the red flower. So 2 plus 1. So can you say it with me? 2 plus 1. So what does the 2 tell us about the story? What does the 2 tell me? It tells me that there's purple flowers, 2 purple flowers. What does the 1 tell me? What does the 1 tell me? It tells me that there is 1 red flower. So what does 2 plus 1 tell us? What is that telling me? It's telling me that there's 3 flowers. It could tell me that there's 2 purple and 1 red, and I put them together, or if I put them together, makes 3 flowers. So we can do all sorts of things with our number stories just like this. So if I erase this, I'm going to do 1 more. I can say that I have purple boxes. And I can say that I have 2 red boxes. So I have 2 purple boxes and 2 red boxes. So if I write them down, I have 2 and 2. And if I want to make that sentence, that number sentence, what can I do? I can write this. 2 plus 2. So what does this tell me? What does this 2 tell me? That I have 2 purple boxes. What does the plus tell me? That I'm putting more in. And what does the last 2 tell me? That I have 2 red boxes. And so how many boxes do I have all together? Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 boxes all together, and my number 4 looks like this. That is my number 4. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at our math page for today. So today's math page, I'm going to write my name. Always, always, always. That's the first thing I do. Miss Martini. And then the date. So remember 9 for September, 21 because that is the day, 2020 for the year. All right, so let's read the directions. These squares represent cubes. This means that they are telling us that they are cubes. That's what represent means. Count the squares. So, okay, let's count them. 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 squares in this box. Draw a line to break the stick between the gray squares and the white squares. So I have to draw a line between the gray squares and the white squares. So I'm going to draw a line just like that. Draw the squares above the numbers. So now I look down here at my number. So this is the number what? The number 2. So I'm going to draw how many squares? 2 squares. So I'm going to draw 1, 2. And now I have to draw a number, or draw squares above this number. What's this number? 1. So I'm going to draw 1 square. So that is what we are doing, and that's all of the directions. So this is to get us started to think about this kind of math. So it might seem easy right now, it might be a bit hard, however it feels for you, we're going to keep working on it, we're going to keep building on it, all of those great things. So this is my sample for you guys to follow, and now you're going to do the rest by yourself. You guys got this.